We'll sign up. It just makes it easier. Ooh, I could leave right now if I wanted to.
Oh, yeah?
That's what it said. It's going live stream.
Oh, we are live. It looks like it did it. Very cool. I think, are we here? I'm doing one quick check. It looks like it's loading up.
We'll sign up. It just makes it easier.
Oh, there we are. I can see us.
Ooh, I could leave right now if I wanted to. Oh, the lag. I can hear me.
All right. I'm sorry. That's me watching us. Let me turn that off. Focus on what's going on. So hello, everyone who's here. Welcome to the show. Sorry, that's a little loud. So if you haven't been here before, this is where we talk about lots of cool things. We're going to talk about yoga today. We have a special guest. You've seen her before. If you're new to the show, then you're in for a treat. This is a training partner of mine, someone that really understands yoga in and out, has a lot of great information. We're going to let her introduce herself in a second. But yeah, hopefully if you like the show, your comment, your subscribe, and also please reach out and follow her at Live Grow Repeat on Instagram. We're going to have a link in the description for you, so don't worry about that. But Live Grow Repeat, remember that phrase. You're going to find that on Instagram, and you'll have a lot of great valuable information. All right, so got to get rid of the name tag. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties. Hey, everybody, I want to welcome you to the show today. We have a great one, and I want to welcome our special guest, Ms. Harrison.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. Yep, we are being live streamed. Yes, sorry, guys, technical difficulties. So, would you please do an introduction for yourself, Maggie?
Hello, I'm Maggie. I'm a 500-hour registered yoga teacher, and I have a deep passion for restorative yoga, mindfulness, yin yoga, all the healing ones. I was just telling somebody the other day, I was like, I don't give two hoots about forearm stands or handstands, because that's really not what yoga is about. I really am like a yogi of the heart, not a crop top yogi, because I found so much healing in it in my own life. I was diagnosed in 2015 with MS, and my whole world spun out, and yoga brought me back too. And here I am to talk about it, and just, it's great. So
yes,
talk about yoga.
Awesome. You know, your story is actually pretty inspiring. I've known you for a long time, but every time I hear it, I pick up a little something different. So I appreciate you being vulnerable, excuse me, long day, guys, vulnerable enough to share some of those details, because even though I feel like I know them all, I still pick up new information. And it reminds me, because a lot of our friendship, we don't really focus on the adversities. We just kind of laugh our way through it. But when I look at what you've overcome, it's pretty remarkable. So hearing you give that introduction is pretty
cool. You know, I have a lot of respect for the people who bring advocacy and awareness for their illness, and I'm always open to talk about it, but I try not to make it my life. But when we're talking about how it's gotten me through, and I like to share that with people, and I think it is pretty powerful. Like you said, like, I work with people who are post-injury, and even though injury and autoimmune aren't the same thing, it's powerful when people are like, oh, wait, it did that for you? Okay, I may be able to try. Which, and a lot of people who haven't wanted to try or think yoga is taboo or too scary or whatever, it's my story can bring people into the fold, which is nice.
Absolutely. I've seen that in person, literally watching the interaction with you and your story. It really helped people open up and be able to embrace a little bit of theirs. So I invited you here today because first off, we're very good friends, and we both have a deep love for yoga, which makes for a great community. So that's why I really hope you guys search out Live, Grow, Repeat and get in touch with this individual. But we wanted to talk about a topic that you're not going to hear a ton of, and this is chair yoga. So I would like to, last time I think it went first. Would you mind giving your thoughts first, Maggie? Uh-oh.
Got her tap shoes on.
Oh, just taps. Okay.
Want something to eat? Will you grab her a snack, my love?
Yeah. Is this still good?
For those of you that don't know, we have a parent on duty still. So
It's a parent. We gotta have a parent.
which is very cool.
And she likes to wear tap shoes like 24/7, which is last night she wore them to bed and I had to take them off.
Hey, there's worse ways to
whatever
live your
keeps
life.
them happy, right?
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. It seems like a really fun way to stay light and cool and happy.
Right.
I support that.
How can I hold this for you, okay?
Thank you, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's cool. You know what? I think
Live.
yeah, I'm gonna give you a minute to kind of compose everything for
Yeah,
yourself.
we're good.
And
We're good. Well, we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, so I'm
okay. Let's
I'm
go
ready.
for it. I'm sorry. That's all you, Meg.
Oh, okay. So chair yoga is so when we went to yoga teacher training, we had a very beautiful yoga teacher trainer who and I think that's where I get my soulful yogi from. It's not about the impressiveness or the skinniness or the how expensive your leggings are, which I think is kind of like a way that yoga's gone awry. But coming back to the point is that she taught us chair yoga, which I don't think a lot of people got in their yoga teacher trainings. It's all usually about the asanas or like the standings and the vinyasas. And I didn't get it at first. I was kind of like, this will be fine if I like ever have, old people or whatever. And then I read a couple articles. I started working with the patients in with a certain program, and I realized that it's like kind of like a cool gateway to the idea of yoga.
Right.
And I also started working with a company who hired me to do like a lunchtime yoga for their employees. And so a lot of people were asking me in this class, and it was a chair yoga. Well, what can I do? What can I do to do yoga and stretch and I'm not super embarrassed like at my desk because all the walls are glass, So every time we would do something, I'd be like, oh, this one would be easy, and there's so many things you can do in your chair, even if you are 100% able-bodied, to just alleviate yourself from that monotonous day, or like a little meditation, a little 2-minute mindfulness practice, a little stretch. It's good. It's becoming my favorite form of yoga.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
I've gotten to chair yoga over the years for a little bit of similar reason. I had some really great experiences in yoga teacher training where we did a few things in a chair that I couldn't do without a chair. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, those hamstrings you had.
Right, yeah.
Sorry to call you out.
Oh, no.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Most men do have tight hamstrings, though. It's true.
Yeah, and it was really it was a little difficult for me. So there was a lot of cool things I can do in the chair yoga that was really helpful. And on top of that, one of the things I noticed was like what you said, there were a lot of modifiers you can use the chair for so that you could still experience a great amount, 80, 90, even 100% of a pose just using the chair. Was it looking aesthetically like you're going to see in a magazine from a 19-year-old ballet dancer? Probably not. But are you going to feel probably similar benefit? Absolutely. So
Yeah.
that part was pretty cool. So
Yeah. Well,
really
yeah, the
helpful.
benefits there. So if you do triangle pose and you can reach down to the floor, great. But if you do triangle pose but have your foot on or your hand on the chair and your toe slightly under the chair and you're reaching, you still feel that stretch through the side body and that stretch through the adductor muscles of
Yeah.
the leg.
Oh yeah.
It's not bad. Yeah, but like you said, it's not aesthetically pleasing, but it's beneficial.
Right. And some, I mean, this is a little pushback too, on what we just said. Sometimes it is beautiful. You see it in the magazine or you see the symmetry and you're like, that is like aesthetically beautiful sight. And I've seen some people who were slightly disabled in some areas and they were able to do some really like triangle poses or warrior or I
Mhm.
like to do a lot of sun salutations behind the chair.
Right.
Um,
I actually learned that from you going to working with the patients.
oh
Thought
yeah.
that- oh,
Even today I was at a school and I was doing some sun salutations against a wall. You know, why not? Just wanted to
Mhm.
stretch my back, help me out. So people sleep on chair yoga, but it's got a lot of benefit. And like you said, it can really be a helpful resource to have in your arsenal.
for sure.
So I got another question for you.
Oh,
So have you ever been hurt doing chair yoga? Overdone it? Nope.
well, speaking of those, that there's that muscle on the inside of the thigh. I don't know exactly which one it is because there's so many in the inside, but it's an adductor muscle. And coming out of triangle, keeping my front knee straight, I kind of pulled that leg muscle. It was like injured for like a week.
Wow. Yeah. And that goes to show you can have intense sessions in the chair. You can have power yoga in the chair, and it can be arguably more intense than a hatha or vinyasa class, depending on how you structure it.
Yeah, and recently I started because a lot of people do just chair yoga seated,
Yeah.
and I think you did inspire me where you can get behind the chair. And I started with the patients doing balancing techniques, just shifting the weight, lifting, going up on your tippy toes, going back on your heels. Like that's a huge thing for a lot of people. And not even people who are injured or seniors. Like a lot of people can't spend a significant amount of time on their heels without wobbling down. So it's
Yeah.
really fun to exercise those muscles and challenge like the balance and feel the confidence of having that chair, which I think is great
You know
because
what? Oh,
that's
go
what
ahead.
yoga is about. It's about challenging yourself and letting go of expectations, and that's what I
One
think is powerful.
one of the best sessions I ever had for myself. You know, we're not trying to have sessions while we're teaching, but sometimes we're in a moment. It's just part of the moment. But
Yeah.
it's one of the best moments I guess I ever had. It was an all male group of patients, and we decided to just keep everyone in the chairs at the desk. We didn't have a lot of time. I think I had to give a lecture. We ran over with questions, good questions, and we had like 15 minutes. And I remember like doing just a little bit of chair yoga, sitting in a chair on a table, stretching our backs and doing spinal twist and watching everyone just in a state of meditation, just kind of just owning the moment, breathing, eyes closed, just taking it all in. It was a pretty powerful moment. And I was like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, it's great. And especially with the chair, it's easier to settle in, which is nice.
Oh, sorry. I mean, do
I
that.
love Prezi. That's a really good program to use. If anybody doesn't know about Prezi, it's like the superior. I don't even know what the original one's called now.
It's a pretty great program. I think I might have canceled out our slide, so I'm sorry about that. I hit a wrong key. But I guess I'm here for anyone that is okay with that.
There he is.
And let's try this again. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties, and I should be back right now.
Don't you love going live?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Learn something new every day. Let's see. Uh-oh. It's frozen. Okay. Wow. We're going to close this, and we're going to do this. I'm going to flip the camera, so I'm going to be a little opposite side. That's okay.
I like it.
It's going to be a little bit more crystal clear.
It does look better.
Okay, guys. Well, that was a great presentation. It was short, impromptu. We covered a couple of things, but we would personally, I would like to have a little bit of Q&A about chair yoga and other styles. I don't know how much is really out there. I've been looking. I mean, there's a few books. I bought a few. I've seen that you bought a few yourself, Maggie.
Mhm.
But I would like to hopefully do a little bit more on chair yoga in the future.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful stuff.
Yeah, we should do a session.
I know. I have been forcing myself to go to other classes. I'm like, I work at like 3 gyms. I should be going.
Seriously.
I have free memberships. I should go, and so I've been trying to force myself because when you're teaching, you shouldn't selfishly enjoy it, so
Absolutely.
be focused on everybody else.
That's the hard part about being a teacher, is like staying accountable and continuing to be part of the practice, because you're so immersed in it that you're like, well, I'm doing my due diligence, but you're really not sometimes. To be frank, and sometimes you really have to like force yourself to say, hey, I need this for my body, this is important, I should be focusing on this.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I want to do? I want to do chair yoga on a roof. If there was a flat roof, I have my drone come down and just like hover and film it and like do like a little orbit. Because you can set it on how high in the sky you want it to be and where you want it to stay.
Wow. I don't know of any flat roofs.
I do. Like the neighbors have like a little shed, but it's not going to happen. It's a liability. It's not big enough either. Maybe for like one person, maybe for like me, but I think it'd be interesting.
I'll have to think of it. I'm sure there's like rooftops somewhere we could rent out. I know there's a bunch in LA. People are always doing rooftop something in LA.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. That's the thing too that helps me out with specifically like staying involved, is trying to spice it up. It's kind of like a relationship, sometimes it's good to throw in something that you don't normally do. So a little bit of chair yoga on a roof. it's
funny
never silly, but that's a memorable
there's been, I'm getting off topic now, but there's been a few movies where, for my daughter, where I'm like, what are these kids doing on the roof? Get off the roof. And now it's a joke. And more we watch these movies. I'm all, there's another group of children on the roof. What are what is going on? Or like somebody's on the roof. And they were watching Rapunzel the other day, and they're on the roof. And,
movie.
yeah, but I don't know why
Is
so
that
many I think there's something going on why there's so many children's movies with people on the roof. I don't like it.
That makes sense. Like I do love a little bit of rooftop action personally. I think it's pretty helpful.
We gotta find
I've always liked it. Even like Aladdin, them jumping over the roof with the sticks.
Yeah. There's always roofs. We gotta get ourselves a yoga roof.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think it would be all that hard. I mean, I don't want to. I don't know if you guys, if anyone's, I've been actually getting a good amount of support from you guys out here. Some of you've reached out, sent a couple emails here and there, asked some questions. So, if you're in the LA area or Riverside area and you know anything about rooftop anything, there's a lot of stuff in California. They have like drinking on the roof, which I don't suggest. Unless there's safety guards. That's probably not a good idea. It's not a liability. Yeah, but if you guys know of anything, leave a message. That'd be pretty great. Or if you think it's a silly idea, go ahead and leave a comment and tell us not to do it. And we're probably going to do what we want to do anyway, but we would love to have a discussion about it and just have some fun, so a little back and forth banter about why or why not would be healthy.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Anyway, we're gonna probably get ready to wrap up, but I want to have a couple of final thoughts. Any final thoughts about what we talked about tonight, Maggie?
Just do it.
Well, that's what I'll say.
There's so many resources, especially on we've got the internet. A lot of people work sitting down. I teach in downtown Riverside, restorative yoga at lunchtime. I actually did it all 4 days this week.
Nice.
Tuesday through Friday, just because whatever. But there's so many people out there who sit at a desk, and then I say, oh, you can do this one. And because now that I love chair yoga so hard, I'm like, you can do this one at the chair by doing this, because most people spend like 7 hours a day sitting, and you get home and you're exhausted from the monotony, and then you sit some more. So I just encourage people to just like look it up. There's chair yoga, and I go to photos, and there's just a slew of stuff, and just try one every once in a while. You don't have to make it a serious practice, but just be like, oh yeah, this, I can do that. No one will know.
Right.
And let's get our blood flowing, because that's where the healing happens.
That's really something I never thought about. The amount of people that are sitting in a chair, and how it's such a cop out, and it's not their fault. They don't know it, but some of them do. But it's a cop out to say, "Oh, I can't do it. I'm in a chair." Well, now you actually have people that can help you. Like, you're doing this actively, multiple times a week, and educating people on how to do it in a medical institution. So there's people out there that can help. This person right here, again, Live Grow Repeat on Instagram. We're going to have a link in the description. So follow, reach out, get in touch. And I think I don't know if me and you were talking about this. Were you I think you were saying something about you were putting together something, a guide, a cheat sheet, a formula.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing some chair stuff online. But do you guys heard the tap dancing?
Right. It's a little tricky with the kiddos.
But you know what? I got away today for a couple hours, and I got a lot of stuff done. And I think that's the trick, just utilizing the time away, being able to isolate. I love my children,
They're
but
so
sometimes
sweet too.
home is.
Yeah, I've got to spend a good amount of time with the older one and a little bit with the baby, and I got to say, adorable, sweet kids. I mean, they would just make the videos better. But I know how much you take seriously being a professional, so I know you're trying to make sure that
Well, yeah, like with what we do, I feel like it's very important to make our audience feel like they're important, because we're all struggling. We all have our things. And, I don't want to be distracted when I'm trying to be of service, because I'm of service to them all the time.
Sure.
And when I'm on a professional level, and because it's it can be a very heartfelt job. Teaching yoga doesn't have to just be the movements. Sometimes we let loose things in the practice that we didn't know we had. And I just want to, be able to be, that's why, I just want to be of service properly.
I think you're doing a fantastic job. You actually are I've told you this many times. You're one of the people that keep me motivated just day to day. I was telling my father-in-law, I was like, I was having a week where I was highly doubting a lot of the projects I have going on. And I wasn't doubting them per se, but my confidence took a dip. I was still confident, but it took a dip. But sometimes I see like your post, I see what you're doing in the yoga community. I see you talk about the classes you're teaching, and that picks me up and it gives me a little bit of a boost of energy. So I appreciate it. And I can't stress this enough, guys. I am telling you, Live Grow Repeat. go there, follow this individual. You won't regret it. So I think
Thank you.
that is about it. This is where I ask you to join our community here. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us any ideas you have. We'd love to hear them. We love to talk about them.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't bite. We're okay. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play the closeout music. For those who don't know, this is the Saw Yoga podcast. I'm going to put the name up with special guest Maggie Harrison. And thank you for having us. Perfect. Whoops.
It is perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
And let's try it one more time. And thank you for having us. Okay, everybody. We will see you soon.